Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Ashley. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to be talking all about tanning. One of my favorite topics. I am an avid fake tanner. I love fake tanning. I've been fake tanning myself for over 10 years, and in that 10 years I've had my fair share of orange elbows, funky looking knees, gross looking toes and hands. Like, I've been there, I've done that. I feel like now I've kind of got it like down pat. Like, I've got a good routine and it's looking good. That being said, I have tested out so many different fake tanning products, and I wanted to test out this product specifically. The tan I'm going to be sharing with you today is from Coco and Eve, and is their Sunny Honey Bronzing Foam. Now, when I say that this tan has changed my life, that's not an exaggeration. I am obsessed with this tan. It is so good. It gives me a beautiful tan that is like bronzed and not orange, and it's so easy to apply. This is a tan that I'm currently wearing. Like, it looks so good. I'm obsessed. So I'm going to be taking you through specifically the Tanning Goddess kit. I recently went to an event in Bondi. They had an event a couple of weeks ago, and they were giving away a little goodie bag. So I totally grabbed a goodie bag because I wanted to share with you guys the tanning kit. So we're going to be running through the Tanning Goddess kit today. I'm going to be sharing with you my exact tanning routine so you guys can see exactly how to achieve a flawless tan yourself. But before we jump on into the video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I talk about all things beauty and makeup, fair skin, oily skin, specifically oily skin. So if that all sounds good to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video a big like, thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the tan. I would love to hear from you. With that all being said, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, let's just jump right on in. If you guys purchase the Tanning Goddess kit from Coco and Eve, this is what it comes in. It comes in this cute little bag. It retails for $104.90 at the moment. It's 30% off. Originally, I think it is $51.90, and in the kit you get the Coco and Eve Sunny Honey. This is the bronzing foam. I got mine in the shade Ultra Dark, but they do have a whole bunch of different shades if you're not into ultra dark. So they've got medium, dark, and then ultra dark. So you have a variety of shades to choose from. So that is the tanning foam. You also get the deluxe. This is the kabuki brush. It has soft, fine bristles to sweep the formula, which is the tan, obviously, across those tricky tan areas. So you would use this basically on your hands, feet, elbows, wrists, ankles, all those kind of like tricky areas, knees, and also your face. So if you're wanting to apply this tan to your face, you would use the kabuki brush. So that's included as well in the kit. You have the soft velvet tanning mitt. This is what it looks like here. And guys, this tanning mitt has changed my tanning game. When I applied the tan, it applied so evenly. I felt like I didn't even need as much as I like pumped out. It blended across my body so effortlessly. I love how it's got the little finger slot there. So it's basically like a full on mitt. So it means you can kind of like grab your arm and like make sure you're getting all of it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just normally like a mitt, sometimes I feel like you don't like get everywhere. I normally use the Bondi Sands tanning mitt, the microfiber one, and guys, this one knocks it out of the ballpark. Like, I used to think that was really good. This is like next level. It's so good. You also get the deluxe exfoliating mitt, and this is what it looks like here, guys. It is so good. Like, if you want to bring your exfoliation game up a notch, that is so good. I just use the like little mitts that you can kind of get that you use in your shower. Like, they look like a glove when you use them with a bit of soap. I normally use that, but like my skin felt incredible after using that mitt. Like, so good. Lastly, in the kit, you also get the little bag, which is cute. You can chuck all of this, like all your tanning products, in the little bag and keep it in your vanity. My current tanning items that I use are strewn everywhere. Like, I've got the mitt somewhere else, the exfoliator glove is in the shower, I've got like 4 half-empty tan bottles of different varieties of tan. Like, it's a hot mess. So I love that I can just put all of this in one little bag under my vanity, and it looks super cute as well. Like, it's a total win-win. And then lastly, I'm going to share with you also the bronzing face drops. Now, this one isn't included in the kit. This is separate and retails for $39.90 on their website as well. So I have used these ones, and I'll show you how to use them in the demo. But as far as a facial bronzing tanning drops, I have only used one other before, and as far as tanning drops go, like, they were so bad. Like, so bad. All along like my eyebrows and like all along my hairline, they turned orange. This hasn't done that. And it's a very different formula than what I was used to. Normally, they're more of like a serum based, like drop. This is more of a gel. So it was really interesting to use. I'll show you guys all that in more detail in the demo. So currently as well, just so you know, they've got a discount code. I'm not sure if it's going to be used. I will leave any codes and discounts down below if you wanted to use them. They currently have 20% off if you use the code Bondi. So that there, if you use code Bondi, you get 20% off. So I've already filmed the demo portion of this video, which I'm going to insert while I'm talking to you guys, so you can kind of see how the application process works while I'm talking about it at the same time. So first things first, whenever you're going to fake tan, you need to prep. Prepping is absolute key. If you don't prep your skin, you're going to have a bad time. So basically what I recommend is jumping in the shower. If you choose to shave any area bits that you want to have silky smooth. If not, don't worry about that. You can move on to exfoliating. So the unique thing about this glove is that they say that you can use it wet or dry. So you'll see in the clip, I've already had a shower and shaved, and now I'm coming out to show you guys how I use the mitt. This is on dry skin. I personally prefer using this one wet. It is a lot, I don't want to say harsh. Harsh isn't the right word. It's a lot more exfoliating than your traditional kind of shower-based glove exfoliation mitt. Like this has a little bit of grit to it, and it really does a good job at getting off those surface level dead skin cells. But it was like a lot more harsh than what I'm used to. So although this does say that you can use it out of the shower, I, after filming this clip, went back into the shower and finished exfoliating in the shower with warm water and a bit of soap to give it a little bit more slip than what I was getting obviously on dry skin. As you can see, the mitt does pick up a lot of dead skin cells, and my skin felt so smooth after using this one. It's a great little mitt. It's super easy to use, and I can probably attribute to how smooth and like non-flaky and non-patchy my skin actually looks with this tan from using this. It did such a good job. Super important step if you are choosing to exfoliate with dry skin like that, using that glove on dry skin, which you totally can, make sure you jump in the shower just to rinse it off. So you make sure you don't have like any just flaky, like powdery skin. That sounds so gross, but like, you know what I mean? When you exfoliate, it goes a bit powdery. There's powdery skin particles. Make sure you wash all of that off because you don't want the skin kind of mixing in with that. It'd be a hot mess. So make sure you just rinse off your body and make sure you're super clean. So I just find it easier to exfoliate all in one in the shower rather than on dry skin, but that's your preference. Whatever floats your boat is good to go. Now, next step is I like to go in and put on some lotion. So the lotion that I use is really gel based. You don't want to be using like a body butter, like the Body Shop body butter, anything that's really thick and hydrating. You don't want to be using that. You want to be using more of like a cream lotion that provides moisture, but nothing that's going to be like slippy. Like you don't want to be able to still feel it on your skin. You want it to absorb. Otherwise your tan's just like absolutely not going to stick to the area, which I mean, you don't want it to stick harshly to these areas that you're going to apply it, but you still want there to be tan there. You don't want to like have a shower and you're like missing patches, if you know what I mean. So make sure you're using a lightweight lotion, and I go in and I'll apply it to my elbows. I like to apply it just in my armpit right here, because sometimes I feel like if I don't, I feel like my tan can kind of grab in my like armpit, like fat pockets here. Like, I don't know why, but they kind of just like grab there. So I make sure to put a little bit of my lotion there, all over my hands, my knees, my elbows, especially your elbows, and your feet and ankles. You don't want a heap of it, but you definitely want those areas to be well lathered. That's going to prevent the tan from sinking too deeply into those areas and giving you some like really funky looking like skin. After you've moisturized, I like to, especially if you've just shaved as well, I like to kind of wait a couple of hours. Sometimes if I don't wait enough time, not that your pores are open, but like I can sometimes get those little like dots all over my legs where the tan kind of seeps in there. So I like to kind of wait a couple of hours just to let my skin kind of settle and kind of get back to its normal state. So I like to wait a couple of hours. So after I've waited that time, I will go in with the tan and the mitt. So this is what it comes in, which I absolutely love these little bags. Like these bags are so genius. Sometimes if I don't like wash these straight away and I put them on my vanity, it can leave like tan marks. So I love that you can like put it in here, saves it from getting like dusty and manky, like any powders that you use. Sometimes it can get all mixed in with the glove. So I definitely love that this has a little bag. It's so good. I'm gonna see if I can get up close so you can kind of like have a look at it. It's like so soft and like a velvety, like it's so nice. And when you apply the fake tan to it, it just like, it's so soft. It just like smears it so good. It is literally the best mitt that I've ever used. And I've used a lot of mitts. I've used like the Loving Tan mitts. I've used the Bondi Sands mitt. I've used the Saint Tropez mitts. I've used the Model Co Beauty kind of tanning mitts. Like I've used so many tanning mitts, and this is by far like, this is so superior. The one tip that I just recommend that you do is you rinse this out. Obviously not after you've like just fake tanned, because obviously you don't want to wet your hands or anything like that. But when I'm going to go in and rinse my tan off, I take this into the shower with me and give it a good rinse. Like this, you'll see in the demo when I'm applying it, it got tan all over and it looked a little bit like crazy, bit yuck. So I was a bit worried that I was just gonna look yuck the whole time, especially when it's such a pretty pink color to begin with, but it just washed straight out, which is awesome. Moving on to the tan, like I said, I have the ultra dark, it's the Bali bronzing foam. So it's just like a pump like foam self tanner. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I normally start off with my kind of arms and stomach, and then I'll go in and apply to like my lower half of my body. This was very difficult to film for you guys, so please excuse how awkward I look in these, but basically what you want to be doing is pumping a couple of pumps. So I do think like 3 or 4 or 3 pumps for each kind of like area of the body, if that makes sense. What I recommend you doing is pumping onto the mitt. Don't pump it onto your body. So you want to pump it onto the mitt and then apply straight onto the skin and use in circular motions. Now, when I'm first applying the tan, I try to avoid tanning my hands and also my elbows until I've basically finished with that like arm, for example. So do all the arms, kind of avoiding the elbows and then avoiding the hands. And once it's kind of not all the products left, but it's not as like concentrated because you've obviously spread it across like the whole length of your arm, then I will go on and apply to my elbow. I do leave my hands basically till last, so I'll go in and do the rest of my body, my chest, my stomach, my neck, switch over and start to do the other arm, and then I will go in and do my hands. Basically what you want to do is make sure that you barely have any product on this mitt. So you can go in and use the kabuki brush for those kind of areas. So your elbows, arms, face, knees, elbows, feet, all of that. You can pump a little bit onto the kabuki brush and then just use buffing motions to really buff the product in. By only taking a pea-size amount on it, you're really controlling the amount, and the bristles on here are so soft and beautifully distribute the product onto your skin without leaving it super harsh. If you are going to use the mitt, I do recommend that you obviously don't pump onto the mitt and then use your hands. You just want to be using what's basically left. So once you've done your arms, you'll then go in and use what's left on the mitt on your hands. I like to use kind of patting motions like this up to the hands, and then I make sure to go in and swoop between the fingers, and then I make it kind of like claw, because you obviously have those little lines in your hand here and you'll make sure the tan gets in there. So I like use a little claw motion and just tap into those areas. And that's what I'll basically do. I did do that method in that video, and then afterwards went in and kind of like buffed around. I did really like the effect that the kabuki brush had on my hands. Look, they're a bit dry because I haven't used any hand moisturizer today, and I've used about 1 litre of hand sanitizer. But this is what my hands are looking like. They are not like grossly streaky or anything. I maybe have a little bit of orangeness happening here, but like really, that is nothing compared to what I have experienced before. Like, let me tell you, they've been way worse than that. So I'm actually super impressed with how my hands are looking. They're not looking super orange at all. Like, so good. Probably the best like hand tan I've ever had, period. The tanning foam is actually super different from what I've ever experienced before. Normally you're used to tans having that coconutty tan fragrance. This is awesome. It is so nice. It's like tropical fruits. It's meant to be like papaya, I think. It's like mango and guava scented, and like, oh, it is so nice. Applying it to your skin, I definitely get like that Bali inspired vibe. Like, it's so nice. It doesn't have that awful like fake tan smell. The smell does linger on the skin as well, so as you're developing, you're fine. It does say to allow to develop for a minimum of 2 hours or overnight for a deeper tan. So I left mine on for 6 hours. So not the full like 8 hours as like an overnight tan would be. But I was a bit hesitant because I normally only use like a light ranked like fake tan, and it's only a 2-hour express. So I normally don't go like super, super dark because I have had other tans that I've used like overnight, like dark ones, and I look like a completely different person. When I fake tan, I want to still look like me, but just like a tanner, healthier looking me. So I was a bit hesitant about leaving it on overnight. So I just did the 6 hours, and I'm actually quite impressed with the 6 hours. Like, I like this color of a tan. Like, this is gorgeous. If you are fair like me, 6 hours is a good kind of estimate to leave this product on. If you're wanting something a little bit darker, then you might want to go for the overnight, but for me, this is like a good kind of like level. Now, as far as this product being like non-stick, look, personally, I always find tans sticky. Even when they say non-stick, they're still sticky. Like, they don't feel like there's nothing on your skin. It doesn't feel like a dry oil on your skin where it like evaporates and you feel like you've got nothing on your skin. Like, you definitely feel something there. But as far as tans go and like a stickiness ranking, this is by far the least sticky like tanning foam that I've ever used. I'm like super sensitive. I hate it when you can kind of like feel the stickiness and like the creases of like your elbow. Like, I hate that. I hate that sticky feeling. And you sit down and then your entire like, all your pajamas or whatever you're sleeping in like stick to you. Like, I hate that. I didn't get that with this tan, although I didn't obviously sleep in it. I was wearing clothes and I didn't feel it sticking to the clothes. So it gets a pretty good ranking in my book regarding stickiness. Now, last product that I want to share with you is the Coco and Eve Bronzing Face Drops. This is what the packaging looks like here. You open it up, you have some like instructions here, and then you obviously have the product. This is what it looks like here. So basically the idea with this is that you pump a few drops into your moisturizer and put it on overnight. Now, I used this and it didn't leave any gross marks or anything like that on my pillowcase, which is awesome. Didn't really even notice that you've got it on, but just the next morning you just wake up and your face just feels like glowing. Now, was only one night's worth of use, so my skin doesn't like match my body, if that makes sense. But I much prefer using some tanning drops on my face, especially these ones, because they're super hydrating. My face did not feel like so dry as it normally does when I use a tanning like foam like straight onto my face. I have super sensitive skin and those like break me out like no one's business. So I love having like facial drops that I specifically formulated for your face to tan and give like a natural glow. So I'll put some like pictures in here. Now, although my face isn't like super matching my body, I can see if I gradually keep using these ones over a couple of nights, I will get that depth. I don't so much mind having my face a different color because I put foundation on anyway, but say it's like holiday time, you know, when you wear foundation, like using these facial bronzing drops would be a great option. The smell of this is absolutely incredible. That beautiful tropical fruity smell, which was a delight to put onto my face. The only kind of catch with this is that if you're going to do this, I would suggest doing your face tan first before you go and do your body tan, because when you apply this, you mix it on your hand and then apply over your face, and any leftover like bits of the moisturizer mixed with the tan is going to get onto your hands and basically turn them orange. So make sure you do this first, like this is your first step, and then go in and do all like your moisturizing steps that way. The only thing that I did have a really hard time with this is like squeezing this out. Like, it is like not a squeezy bottle. I don't know. I've just worked out how to get that out. The bottom of it is like squeezy, so you just press the bottom and it comes out. I'm not going to do that now, but you'll see me in the video struggling to get these drops out. I'm like trying to squeeze the packaging. You just pump the bottom here. Has a little push button there. Technology, right? That's amazing. Anyway, wish I had read the instructions. So I'm going to pop in some before and after pics here of what my skin was looking like prior to applying the tanning products and then after, so you can see the difference. Like, it is it's quite a dramatic difference if I do say so myself, but I'm absolutely loving how my skin is looking with these tanning products from Coco and Eve. I don't have any splotchiness. The areas which are normally of concern, like my feet, my hands, my elbows, my knees, all of that is perfect. Like, it is the best tanning job that I've ever done, I've got to say. So I can't really like fault this product. I'm so impressed with how well they've worked on my skin. They are going to be my new go-to like tanning products for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding my tanning routine or need any advice regarding tanning, comment down below. I'll get back to you. But guys, my favorite tanning products now is the Sunny Honey Bali Bronzing Foam. Like, it is seriously so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave me a big like, thumbs up, subscribe down below before you leave. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. Be kind to one another, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye guys.